Hello children, next properties of alpha particles. Very important properties of alpha and beta and gamma. Let's look at the first point. An alpha particle consists of two protons and two neutrons. So it is same as a doubly ionized helium atom. Helium atom also two protons and two neutrons. So that the alpha particle are also the same as that of the doubly ionized helium atom. That is helium nucleus containing two protons and two neutrons. So that alpha particle also a doubly ionized helium. It is represented as already you know the representation of the chemical element, next atomic number, next mass number, helium-24 or helium-2 plus doubly ionized. Figure 12.6 A and B respectively shows that represent the model of a neutral helium atom and the helium nucleus or the alpha particle. See the diagram, that is the entire doubly ionized helium atom also called as an alpha particle. Next second one, the mass of an alpha particle is roughly 4 times the mass of a proton because of here the two neutrons and the two protons, so that overall the mass number is 4. So 4 times proton mass because of the neutron mass also approximately equals to the proton mass. So the mass of an alpha particle, complete whole alpha particle is 4 times of the mass of the proton. That is already you know mass of the proton is 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. You should multiply it with the 4. You will get 6 into 6.68 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. The total mass of the alpha particle, and its charge is twice the charge of a proton because of the two protons and two neutrons. Two neutrons has a neutral charge. Two protons is nothing but the 2 into charge of each proton. That is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs for each charge of the proton. So that when you have a positive charge, multiply with 2, you will get 3.2 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb or plus 2e because of the positive charge for proton, 2 times charge of the electron. Thus its specific charge also called as the ratio of or charge to mass ratio. Charge to mass ratio value is, you will calculate the charge is this one and again the mass is this one. Now we will get 4.79 into 10 to the power of 7 coulomb per kg. Coulomb per kg. Next, the speed of the alpha particle is of the order of 10 to the power of 7 meter per second. Here the 10 to the power of 7 meter per second. It is different for alpha particles emitted from the different radioactive substance. Alpha particle speed is not same for all the radioactive substances. It is different for different radioactive substance. Further, all the alpha particles emitted from the nucleus of the same radioactive substance do not have the same energy or speed, but they have the energy distributed in a small range. Even though if you take the same radioactive substance also, the emitted alpha particle, it is not the same energy because of its speed is different for different situations. So that even energy will be depends upon the speed. So that even though you will take the same radioactive substance also, the alpha particle energy is not same. It is a distributed small range. Next, alpha particles affect a photographic plate. Photographic plate means if any light is falls on it, just picturize that entire thing, whatever the light falls on it. So alpha particles also affect the photographic plate. Next, an alpha particle strongly ionized. Ionized is nothing but whatever the alpha particles moves in a medium, it will be split up into ions. The gas through which it passes. If any gas or any medium, the alpha particles is moving in that, it will be easily split up into ions. The ionizing power of alpha particle is roughly 100 times that of the beta particle. Compared to beta particle, 100 times more ionization power than that of the beta particles, and roughly 10,000 times that of gamma radiation. Compared to gamma radiation, 10,000 times more ionized in the alpha particles. Next, alpha particles cause fluorescence on striking a fluorescent material. If you take any fluorescence means nothing but that emits the light. Whenever the fluorescent material through that alpha particles moves in that fluorescent material, it causes the fluorescence means light is emitted. Next property of a alpha particle is an alpha particle rapidly dissipates its energy as it moves through a medium. If any alpha particles moves in a medium, it dissipates energy, it releases some energy, and therefore its penetrating power is quite small. Due to losses of energy, the penetrating power is less compared to other particles, means beta and as well as gamma radiation. It can penetrate only through 3 to 8 centimeter in air. In air, it will travel only 3 to 8 centimeter. It can easily be stopped by a thin card sheet or a thin paper. With the help of the thick paper or card sheet, you can stop the entire alpha particles. Its penetrating power roughly 1 by 100 times that of the beta particles and 1 by 10,000 times that of the gamma radiation. Due to losses its energy, so that the penetrating power is smaller. Compared to beta particle, it is 1 by 100 times smaller, and again compared to gamma radiation, 1 by 10,000 times smaller penetrating power. Next point is alpha particle are positively charged because of it is a doubly ionized helium atom. It is a positively charged, so they are deflected by the electric and magnetic fields. Because of the electric and magnetic fields, the charged particles will be deflected. The deflection of the alpha particle is less as compared to that of the beta particle. Compared to beta particle, alpha particle deflection is less because of it is having the more mass than that of the beta particles. Because alpha particles is more mass than that of the beta particle. Alpha particle is nothing but the mass is 4 times mass of the proton, but beta particle is only electron mass, so that the mass of the alpha particle is 4 times, and also even it is proton mass is little bit higher than that of the electron mass, so that the deflection is alpha particle is less than that of the beta particle. Next point, alpha particle destroys the living cells and also cause the biological damage. Even whenever the alpha particles falls on a living anything or human body or any animal body, some living cells will be spoiled or destroyed, and it causes some biological damages also. Next, alpha particles have large kinetic energy and momentum. Momentum and kinetic energy is more because of the kinetic energy momentum both will be depends upon the mass, so that it carries, they are used to bombard the nucleus of atoms of one element to convert into another element, that is a transportation. Transportation, it is a process by which we are converting from one element to another element by bombarding some alpha particles or by bombarding a decaying process. Decaying process, I am converting one element to another element, that is called as a transportation in the nuclear physics. And also they are used to bombard the nucleus of an atom of one element to convert into another element, called as a transportation. Next, last point is alpha particles get scattered while passing through the thin mica or gold foils. You know already experiment of the Rutherford gold foil experiment. Whenever the alpha particles moves through the towards the gold foils, it will be deflected, so that alpha particles get scattered in different direction depending upon the gold foil, because of the it is a positively charged nucleus present at the center of the corresponding gold, so that it will be deflected. These are the properties of the alpha particle. My dear children, all of you read the textbook. Alpha particles properties, each and every point also very important.